Welcome back to Accountrepreneur Sales. In this video, I'm going to teach you, hey, make sure you like and subscribe, by the way, but in this video, I'm going to teach you how to sell the transformation. And we'll start it off with Module 1, the human brain doesn't buy products. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to break down the psychology behind why people buy, how elite sales professionals sell transformation instead of features, and exactly how you can use it to enroll more clients into your accounting services. So title this module, Module 1, the human brain doesn't buy products. And the very first thing that I need you to understand is this, okay? The brain is not a logical purchasing machine. It's an emotional prediction machine. Every buying decision starts with one question, guys, and it's, will my life become better if I say yes? Notice what isn't in that question. Not how many meetings, how many reports, how many hours, how many features. The brain skips over almost every detail. So instead it tries to imagine future me. They're always trying to buy a better version of themselves. If the business is working well, they know all their numbers, they can do everything they want to do, they're buying that future version of themselves. It's not that they're buying their bookkeeping. What they're buying is, I won't be stressed anymore. They don't buy payroll. They buy, my employees aren't going to hate me. They don't buy tax planning. They buy, I keep more of my money that I work so hard to earn. The same thing goes for advisory. It's like, they didn't buy the advisory. They bought finally knowing where their business is going, how much the profit is increasing, things are going to go in order the way that they like. So write this down. Features explain and transformation convinces. Let's drop down to Module 2, the 3 levels every prospect is buying. So yes, there are 3 levels. Let me break down all 3 levels for you. Make sure you're writing them down. You need to treat yourself with rigorous discipline. All right, if I'm watching an education video, I need to be writing it down and then instantly going and apply it in my sales conversation so I can continue to grow my firm. So level 1, write this down, functional value. This is what you physically do. They already know you do this. Your title says it, okay? Your title says what you do. We reconcile accounts, we prepare tax returns, we manage payroll, we clean up books. Is it necessary to just maybe mention in a glimpse that this is what you do? I mean, maybe, right? Is it powerful? Absolutely not. Every competitor says the exact same thing, okay? They all charge the same, you all talk the same, you all do everything the same. So it's all about being uncommon in a common world. And because when you all talk the same, everyone that I talk to in terms of accounting, when I ask them what they do, they tell me they're a bookkeeper, they help people clean up their books. Like, they're telling me about their features. Well, all of you do that. So what happens is the business owner then starts looking at the prices and goes with the cheapest option. Well, let's talk about transformation, get away from that. So we're talking about outcomes in level 2, title it business transformation. So instead of telling them we reconcile your books, why don't you say something like this? So every month you know exactly where your cash is going and can make confident business decisions. Instead of we prepare taxes, you say, so you stop overpaying the IRS and legally keep more of what you earn. Now the brain starts paying attention because you're solving problems, dude. You're solving problems that they have. Okay, you want to take them out of their current pain and put them in a future where they're relieved of all of their problems. So let's go to level 3. This is my favorite level, which is the identity transformation. This is where elite sales happen. This is where almost nobody sells. Identity is who someone believes they become. And let me give you some examples, okay? So we'll organize your finances, okay? What happens when your finances get organized is they become the type of business owner who always knows their numbers. So you can tell them. So instead of we'll organize your finances, you would replace that and say, hey, John, you're going to become the type of business owner who always knows their numbers. Instead of we will help with profitability, I want you to say this instead. You kind of almost have to sell. You become the CEO making decisions from data instead of guesswork when we help you with this. Boom. Instead of, hey, we're going to build systems out, you're going to say something like this instead. You stop operating like a technician and start leading like an owner because you're going to follow these systems that we built for you. So what happens is you have to realize people will fight to protect their identity, but they'll also pay to upgrade it. Okay? Let's go to Module 3, the transformation equation. Look, every service has this formula. There's this current state way up here. It goes down to the problem, to the desired future, identity, down to freedom. But you have to notice something, okay? The farther into the future you help someone emotionally travel, the more valuable your services become. So let me give you an example. Their current state is overwhelmed, okay? The problem is my books are behind. But the future is they know their numbers every month. The identity is they're finally running a real business, and the freedom that comes with that is, hey, and they'll feel it. They can actually enjoy owning this company. That's what they're buying, okay? They're not buying your features. They're not buying your QuickBooks cleanup. Let's go to Module 4. Hey, look, the psychology of mental movies. The subconscious, and that's what the title of Module 4 is, the psychology of mental movies. But look, the subconscious thinks in pictures, not spreadsheets, not bullet points, but pictures. And every great salesperson creates mental movies. So instead of saying our bookkeeping keeps things organized, you know what would be a much better thing to say? Hey, John, imagine opening your bank account every morning, know exactly where every dollar is going. Now their brain experiences it, right? Emotional selling. Instead of we offer advisory, why don't you say something different and say something like this? Imagine walking into every month already knowing your cash flow, hiring decisions, and profit targets before your competitors even realize they're in trouble. Now you've created emotion. Emotion creates movement, and movement creates decisions. Let's go to Module 5. I titled it Future Pacing. And if you don't future pace, you probably won't close the deal. Future pacing is one of the highest paid communication skills in sales. It simply means helping someone emotionally experience tomorrow before tomorrow ever arrives. So why don't you ask questions like, and write these down, hey John, what would change if every month you knew exactly how profitable you were? If taxes stopped surprising you every year, what would that allow you to do? Hey John, if you doubled your confidence in your numbers, what decisions would you finally make? Notice you're no longer discussing accounting, you're discussing life after accounting, which is what they're actually buying, right? Let's go to Module 6. You have to sell certainty. Module 6 is titled Selling Certainty. Guys, people don't purchase because they understand everything. They purchase because they feel safe enough to move. Uncertainty is what creates hesitation. Certainty creates action. Every conversation should reduce uncertainty, right? So, what happens after I sign this deal? What will month 1 look like? How quickly will I start seeing process? What support do I receive? And every answer removes psychological friction. Every removed fear increases profitability of action. Okay? Let's go to Module 7. Module 7, I titled it Language That Sells Transformation. And what most of you, pretty much all of you say is we provide bookkeeping. Well, why don't you replace it with this, and I bet you'll get better results. Say, we give business owners financial clarity so every decision becomes easier. What most people say is we prepare taxes. Why don't you swap it out with this? We help you legally keep more of what you work so hard to earn. Instead of saying we do payroll, which you say you do, you know that's what you say, replace it with this instead. We make sure your team gets paid accurately and on time so you can focus on growing the business instead of worrying about mistakes. I got my window open right here. A darn fly just flew in here. So if you see him flying around, just know his lifespan's about to come to an end here pretty soon. So they drive me nuts. But I like having the window open, gosh darn it. But instead of saying we offer advisory, what I want you to say is we become your financial thinking partner so you can grow with confidence instead of guessing. Well, do you hear the difference? Where you're selling tasks and I'm selling outcomes, right? That's why I'm burning your eyes out. Let's go to Module 8, the transformation ladder. The transformation ladder. Every conversation should climb this ladder. Okay, they've got the problem. It goes down to impact, which goes down to emotion, which goes down to desired future, which goes down to identity, then we get the decision. So don't rush to your solution. Stay in the future long enough that they emotionally arrive before you ever explain your service. Once people see the destination, the vehicle becomes obvious. That vehicle becomes obvious. All right? Let's go to Module 9. Module 9. You have to master your word tracks, okay? So instead of saying our bookkeeping includes reconciliation, I want you to say our goal isn't just to reconcile your books, it's to give you complete financial visibility so you can make faster, more profitable business decisions. Instead of saying we help with taxes, I want you to say we want taxes to become something you prepare for, not something that surprises you. Instead of saying we offer advisory, I want you to say we help business owners stop reacting to their numbers and start using them to intentionally build the company that they actually want. Instead of saying, hey, well, our services save time, I want you to say instead, we're buying back your time so you can spend it growing your business instead of constantly putting out financial fires. Instead of we'll organize everything, Janet, don't worry. I want you to say this instead. We're creating a business that gives you confidence every time you look at your financials. Let's drop down to Module 10. Inside of Module 10, I titled it the Elite Sales Framework. Look, never present your services. Present information. Never explain tasks. I want you to explain outcomes. And never stop at outcomes. Connect outcomes to identity. Never leave identity alone. Connect identity to freedom. Because ultimately, people aren't buying bookkeeping, they're buying peace. They're buying confidence, control, certainty. They're buying profit. They're buying time with their family. They're buying freedom from financial chaos. And when you truly understand that, what happens is you stop sounding like an accountant and you start sounding like the trusted advisor every business owner has been searching for. So I do have a challenge for you. The next time you're talking with a prospect, I want you to challenge yourself to avoid talking about your service for the first 10 minutes. So instead, Nate, what am I going to spend my time doing? Right? Instead, spend that time uncovering and expanding what their current reality costs them, what life looks like if nothing changes, what their ideal business looks like, who they want to become as an owner, right? What achieving that future would mean for their family, their team, and their life. You have to realize when they become emotionally committed to the future, that sale becomes more natural. The way I look at it is clients don't invest in accounting services, they invest in the transformation those services create. And it's your job to make that transformation so vivid that saying yes feels like the next obvious step. So, hopefully you took notes and wrote everything down, and I will see you in the next one.